everybody, and welcome to the SFR Notebook. I apologise that the USA race review is very late this week. However, with no league race this week, I've kind of taken the opportunity just to have a bit of a chill out week. So yeah, just doing it a bit later than usual. So there we go. So USA race review. What a race we had. I say this every week, but you know, it's a full grid of 20 drivers. It makes such a difference when we're all there. Brilliant race. It was dry, and yeah, it was just a race that had a bit of everything. It had, you know, a few collisions, especially after turn 1 and into the S's. It's very tricky with all those cars going through turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all pretty much one after the other. There's always going to be a few incidents, and the race settled down, got into a little flow, and then all of a sudden it was loads of overtakes. Some great overtaking, especially at the end of the straight, the left-hander into the right-hander as well, if you didn't get it done at the end. Setups were massive. You had to have a great setup. I personally went for one that was a little bit more stable, so a little bit slower on the straights. So I was a bit of a sitting duck on the straights. But yeah, no, it was fantastic. So let's go into some 3-word race reviews. So Ben on the commentary, and Righty Boy, who quoted Ben, said the Red Bull downforce machines. That rings true because Cool Beans absolutely flew past me on the straight. I fought him back into the left-hander, and then we had a good old fight round the right-hander as well, but he ended up getting me. More on that a bit later on. So Red Bull in real life, they're always known to be running a bit less downforce than everybody else. And it rang true. They definitely were running less downforce this weekend than everyone else. They were downforce machines. Next one, almost Van Rocco's day. That was by Delta. Yeah, very almost my day. I don't think I was ever going to get points because of my time penalties, but I wanted to, on track, finish in the top 10 and beat Delta, my teammate, because I haven't beaten him since I've been on the wheel. I haven't beaten him in a race that we've both finished. So yeah, I was, you know, but last lap, a couple of corners from the end, I spun it. So yeah, I rage quit, retired. But yeah, almost my day, not quite. Cornet, he said, Cool Beans got penalties? I know, that was amazing. I say amazing, not amazing for you, Cool Beans, but yeah, no, Cool Beans got penalties. Probably the first time I've ever seen a penalty next to his name. So that's how strict USA really is. And my one is Atamar's Dirty Air. I was following Atamar for approximately probably 12, 13 laps, just couldn't get past. He's obviously a faster driver than I am, but he had wing damage, so we were probably about even, and I just couldn't get past him at all. I tried a little fight into turn 1, we had a little bit of a, you know, but after that, no, I was just stuck behind in his Dirty Air. You ruined my race. Ruined my race in that first stint. Perfect. So let's go into the race then. So the pole position was from Kulgonice. Who else? He loves a pole position. And we had a P1 from Kulgonice. And he set a fastest race lap of a 1:33.795. P2 was Honesy. He started in P3, jumped 1 position into P2, and his fastest race lap was a 1:33.988. P3 was Cornet. He did a great job starting in P6 on the grid, and he finished in P3 on the last step of the podium, and his fastest race time was a 1:34.205. The fastest lap was set by the man who set the hot lap last week. That was Exotic, and he did a race lap of 1:32.326. There was one official DNF, which was Frog Labelle, and then myself, Exotic, and Shieto. No, myself, Shieto, and Atamar all were 1 lap down. So I know I retired. I'm not sure about Shieto and Atamar, but yeah, that's that. So that was the podiums. That was the fastest laps. That was the pole position. Now let's do overtake of the race. Let's go into it. Take it away, Ben.
He's got a lot of pens. Cool Beans also right now trying to line up a move on Van Rocco. He's in the toe. They both have DRS. Cool Beans think about sending it up the inside. He's a faster car. He's going to go for it. Van Rocco locks up. But Cool Beans keeps it tight to turn 12. They're going to go wheel to wheel again. Van Rocco, last time he went wheel to wheel with somebody, ended in tears. Cool Beans makes the move around the outside of turn 13. Absolutely excellent move under braking.
Right, that was the overtake. Yes, it was on me. Yes, I was on hard tyres, I think. Can't remember what it was, but who knows. It was a great overtake. I mean, that was a good spot for overtaking, actually. You know, get the traction out of the left-hander, outbrake into the right-hander, go around the outside, and then you've got the inside line. But it was a great overtake. I was fighting as hard as I possibly could. But yeah, no, it was a fantastic move by Cool Beans. So well done, you. Right. Let's go into some prediction reveals. So, predictions. Atamar predicted both Williams in the top 8. No. Exotic, 6 seconds of time penalties. I'm actually not sure about that. I'll have to double check. Rayner in the top 4. No, he got P5, I think. Was it P5? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he was P5. Well done, Rayner. You were P5. No! Top 4. He's supposed to be top 4. He was 5th, but he was supposed to be top 4, so no, I can't give you that. Very, very close. Cornet went for someone to damage their front wing on pit entry. I have no idea if that happened. If it did, then yeah, it was probably going to happen to at least one person. 3 drivers, no time penalties. I think that was about right. I think there was 2 or 3. Fumph to get the Grand Slam. No, he didn't. He got pole and he won the race, but he did not get fastest lap. And both Ferraris to spin. Giamma, I think, had an incident, but Oracle didn't. He had a great race. So, let's go into the gradebook. So, as always, bottom to top, let's start off with Frog Labelle. Started in P4, finished in P20. He had a horrible race. He's been on form, but this race just wasn't for him. He DNF'd. / rage quit, I think, and I mean, you can't blame him. So I'm going to give you an F for that. Sorry, buddy, you're the only DNF of the race. I can't give it to anyone else. And you started P4. Atamar started P14, finished in P19. Again, not a great race from you. You had wing damage. E. Schietto started P15, finished P18. Again, not a great race from you, unfortunately, and you're getting an E. Van Rocco started P18, finished P17. That was probably, though, my best ever race on the steering wheel. The first stint was hard because I was stuck behind Atamar, but the second stint, that was the most. I don't think I said a word to Delta on the party chat through that whole second stint on the whole stint after my pit stop on the soft tyres. I was absolutely flying. I caught up a whole pit stop on Delta. That's how fast I was going. I was literally absolutely motoring along, and then I had that mistake. So I'm going to give myself a C. I'm going to go down the middle. C. Exotic started P17, finished P16. You know, C. Will started P10, finished P15. Scrappy race. D. B16 started P13, finished P14. Average race, got involved in an incident at the start, so C. Dace started P7, finished P13. Second debut in the league, but still not a great race from you, so D. Red Dog started P20, so bearing in mind last week he had a quali ban and started P18. This week he didn't have a quali ban but started P20, so there you go. But I'm going to scrap your qualifying because that was a great race from you. You kept it clean, consistent, and you're going to get my A star. You're my star of the week this week, Red Dog. Well done, buddy. Great drive from you. Gained 8 positions. Lasser started P19, finished P11. Just outside the points on the stewards' decisions. B. Righty Boy started P11, finished P10. Solid race from you. Another points finish. B. Delta started P16, finished P9. A great race from you. A. Well done. Another more points for Mercedes there anyway. Giamma started P8, finished P8. B. Cool Beans started P5, finished P7. Not normal for you. You're normally started P7, finishing P3, but you went backwards this week. So average race at C. Oracolo started P12, finished P6, jumped a hell of a lot of positions. You're getting an A this week. Rayner started P9, finished P5. Another solid drive from you. You are quickly becoming the most, you know, you've made that jump from a top 10 driver now to a top 5 driver. So I'm going to expect you to be on the podium very, very soon. And Will Ann's getting that tattoo that you've organised. A. Rogers started P2, finished P4, dropped a few positions. B. Cornet started P6, finished P3. Great drive from you, onto the podium. A. Honesy, P3 to P2. A. Sorted. And Fumph, P1, P1, A. Sorted. That's the gradebook done and dusted. Now let's move on to just a few bits of housekeeping. So there are 2 full-time drivers who have left their seats this week to become reserves. One is Scioto and one is Tribal Road. We've put the drivers in their team. So Georgie's is taking the Alpha, Dace is taking the McLaren. Now the admins are going to have a little bit of a chat. We might decide to shift those 2 around a little bit. I'm not sure yet, but at the minute we've still got another week until we race again, so we'll reveal something, just because some teams might be overpowered and this, that and the other, but yeah, we'll see how we go. All right, so that's that. Now we have no league race this weekend, however we are doing a league v league race. So that is SFR, NRL and FRL/PAFR. They've just changed their name, Pro-Am Formula Racing. 6 drivers from each team plus 2 wildcards. So the 6 heroes of SFR are going to be from Kugelnice, Cornet, Red Dog, B16, Delta Lima, Van Rocco. See how we go with that. Wish us luck. Stream's going to race starts at 10:30 UK in the morning on Sunday, 11:30 CET, and God knows what time in Australia. Who knows? Who knows? But it's at Silverstone. I raced in the last one with NRL, finished P10 at Australia, so I got points on their home turf. Let's hope I can get points on my home turf this week, but very much doubt it. NRL are running with Kachow, Honesy, Stein, Toss. I can't remember the other 2, I do apologise. But the 2 wild cards, so we're doing, because obviously only makes 18 drivers, 6 from each league. There's 2 wild cards, so these 2 wild cards are drivers who race in all 3 leagues. So that is Exotic and Henry. They race in all 3 leagues, so they are doing just racing for them, for whoever wants to, you know, claim them, basically. Look out for that on Sunday morning. Other than that, that is me done and dusted, and I will speak to you next week when I do the when I do the Hungary preview. Look out for that. Send me in some predictions for that whenever you like, before Wednesday or Thursday morning. And yeah, let's see how we go. Wonder who's doing the hot lap next week. Who knows? Let's see. See you next week. Stay safe. Over and out.